Hello and welcome to a special edition of the Valley Preview focusing on the William Hill Cox Plate Breakfast with the Best. I'm your host, Alistair Dwyer. Well, the time has finally arrived. The Cox Plate Carnival is upon us and it all kick-starts off on Friday night for the William Hill Manikato Stakes, leading into the huge day of racing for the William Hill Cox Plate. The Valley's racing analyst Ben Spall caught up with three of the key contenders for the Manikato Stakes to find out how they're tracking.
How's Buffering come through his run in the Moir, Rob?
Pretty happy with him, and we always expect that he'd probably take improvement out of it, and the scary thing is we think he has. Mind you, I haven't really poured the pressure on him since then because he's 8 years old. He showed in the Moir how tough, how consistent he is. He's got that level of enthusiasm that you need to have racing at this level and, of course, at this age. But, yeah, very happy with him.
Do you go into Friday night a lot more confident than you were first up?
Yeah, spot on, because I was more anxious than anything going into the race, whereas this Friday night I'm going into the race excited.
Fast and Rocking's your ride in the William Hill Manikato Stakes on Friday night. Are you happy with how he's progressing?
Yeah, most definitely. He was impressive the other day. I rode him like the best horse, and he was. Unfortunately, he was the horse I got suspended on. But this race is going to suit him down to the ground, as in the respect there's going to be so much speed with Buffering in the race. And he's a horse that always attacks the line off a strong speed, so everyone well.
After notching 2 Group 1 wins in Queensland last campaign, are you confident of picking up another one first up on Friday night?
I'm happy with the way she's come up. It's probably the toughest field she's faced in her career. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the way she's come through her preparation, but you know, to say I'm confident of winning would be pretty brash of me. But Shataka and those are pretty sharp horses, but and Terra Vista, but you know, she deserves her shot at them. She's a strong, mature mare now, and I reckon the Valley will probably suit her.
The William Hill Cox Plate is finally upon us and the field of 14 has been assembled. Ben caught up with three of the major players for the race.
Excited ahead of the big day, the William Hill Cox Plate on Saturday with your ride on Criterion, Michael?
Yeah, most definitely. His preparation's been faultless. Dave and Tom are going to have him ready to rumble on obviously the weekend, and I'm looking forward to it.
How much improvement do you feel he can take out of the Caulfield Stakes, being that was his first up run?
Definitely improvement, and considering he's a horse that likes to be fresh. I galloped him Sunday morning at Flemington, and he was bucking and squealing and kicking. So he's spot on. He's right where we want him to be. I'm looking forward to it.
A month between runs leading into the 2,000 metres in the Turnbull Stakes. Has the horse come on from that performance?
Yeah, as you'd expect, you know, like he's seen a bit of racing now. He had a good hit out in the Turnbull and come over here and stretch his legs. I think he's sort of getting fit and ready to run well.
How did the horse handle the Moonee Valley circuit this morning?
Outstanding, yeah. This sort of ground suits him, and I think he's probably our best chance.
Preferment's tracking perfectly for the William Hill Cox Plate on Saturday. Chris, you must be thrilled with his last 2 performances.
Yeah, obviously a Turnbull winner is always good to be taking into a Cox Plate, and he's a tough horse. He mightn't have the wow factor of a lot of the Cox Plate runners, but I can guarantee you in a tough run race, he'll be in there for the fight, and I would expect a Cox Plate to be a tough run race. So he fits the bill, in my opinion. I think he'd be very hard to beat.
Kermadec have a hit around Moonee Valley this morning after 4 runs. His preparation, is he ready to hit his peak in the William Hill Cox Plate on Saturday?
Yeah, he should be. Again, another Group 1 winner this preparation. Got a little bit lost at Caulfield last start, but he's trained on well since then, and he's rock hard fit now, so I think that's a big plus.
Winx is another horse you have going into the Cox Plate in winning form. How has she come through winning the Epsom?
Very well, very athletic horse. She's a superstar, so we've just got to prove it at this level and over this distance. She's overcome difficulties in her last couple of wins and still won. Be nice to see her get a barrier for a change and just get a nice run midfield instead of having to be back last trying to circle them all, because you can do it in Epsom handicaps, you can't do it on Cox Plate.
There's some great dining packages still available for Manikato Stakes Night and Cox Plate Day. And for an unimpeded view of all the racing, you can upgrade your ticket to a grandstand seat by simply calling 1300 The Valley. I'll see you at the Valley on Friday night.